Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are hanging on in there. Okay. All right, so I wanted to jump on here real quick to give a message to the divine feminine collective energy. And like I said, you don't have to be a woman, okay, to embody this energy. You could be a man as well. But I wanted to give a message specifically to divine feminine energy at this time. Okay, so this is not the 2023 message that I was talking about in the other reading that I got downloaded. Like, this is not it, even though it's, you know, part of that energy, but this is not that specific message. I just wanted to talk about an aspect of the divine feminine energy at this time that I feel is going to be very relevant at this time, very useful at this time, okay, in embodying this part of divine feminine energy. Okay, and notice I said divine feminine energy, okay, God-like feminine energy, right? Okay, so I wanted to talk about the best way that I can describe this message is unconditional love, right? And in order to do that, think about the Empress energy. Okay, the Empress energy is unconditional love. Like, she is that energy. She walks in it, she thinks in it, she feels in it. Her actions or behaviors reflects that energy, unconditional love. And before we talk about unconditional love as far as dealing with other people, right, the Empress had to learn how to unconditionally love herself, meaning loving herself regardless of the conditions that she may find herself in, right, whether it be mentally, emotionally, or physically. She loves herself regardless of how the conditioning of her mind, the conditioning of her heart, the conditioning of whatever's happened on the outside of her. She loves herself unconditionally. And this is something that she had to learn. This is something that she had to practice in being, because she's already that energy. But like we all know, we have been conditioned out here, right? So specifically when it comes to, I want to get specific with this message, okay? Because this is concerning when it comes to like the energies of jealousy or feeling, you know, not secure within self, especially around other feminine energy, or in dealing with other women, or just that energy of like jealousy, or, you know, feeling not secure. Maybe even having some insecurities come up to the surface about yourself when it comes to other energy, other feminine energy specifically, okay? But I'm mainly talking about that feeling that we all get, right, of that energy of not feeling secure within self, right? At the end of the day, it is all wrapped up in triggers, okay? Because let me tell you something about the Empress. The Empress, there's no insecurity type of energy within her. She never thinks lack or less of herself. So therefore, she never feels it. Right? And like I said, this is something that, you know, the soul has to practice in getting into embodying that energy. That's why the Empress is a very powerful energy to embody. Like, that's why the Empress is the Empress. You know, it's like all of the queens wrapped up in one energy, okay? The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, right? And for those of you who have watched my Empress series, you understand what I was talking about, where I broke down each queen, okay? If you haven't, check it out, okay? But where I broke down each queen as far as how she thinks, okay, how she feels, like her emotional body, and based upon those two, what she puts out, her reactions, her behavior, what she puts out, the wand energy, right? In order to get back the pentacle. That is what, like, you know, that is what her pentacle is. Her gift, her offering is based upon her mental and her emotional and what she puts out, right? Okay. But I wanted to kind of like just give y'all a little quick message. If you are feeling any type of energies of insecurities or jealousy, specifically when it comes to other women, okay? Because what I want you to understand is that the way that you think about yourself in The way that you think, okay, about yourself is going to, number one, determine how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. At the end of the day, specifically, like I'm saying, when it comes to, you know, being, maybe feeling some type of way about other women, whether if it's you think someone's cheating, you think someone is doing this, or you think somebody's lying, or you think whatever, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to your masculine, or just in general, that energy of like jealousy type of energy is what I'm talking about. Okay, we're on a journey, you guys. We're on a journey of, I'm not going to say bettering yourself, right? But we're on a journey of self-awareness, meaning like becoming very aware of all aspects of yourself, even the conditioned parts, especially the conditioning parts of self, you know, where it's like, you're made to feel less than, you're made to feel like, you know, if this happens, then, oh my gosh, how can they do that to you? You mean, how can they do that to themselves? Because I understand who I am. The Empress knows who she is, you guys. The Empress is very aware of self. And like I said, she's taken that time, or he, right, has taken that time to really know self, to really know her insecurities, know, you know, and she has also taken the time to nurture them. You know, the Empress is a natural nurturer. This is why it's like most, like for those of you who are going through the spiritual journey at this time, it's normally the ones that feel a lot, like the empaths, the one that feels, that's in the feeling, right? Normally those souls are the ones that wake up first, right? Because they're already connected to the energy of emotions and feelings. Now it's about learning how to process them, learning how to nurture them. You know what I'm saying? It's all about self-love at the end of the day. How well are you nurturing and taking care of your emotions based upon the thoughts that you are thinking? Okay, so for example, if you're thinking a thought that, you know, someone could be cheating or doing me wrong, and you don't have facts, right? But you're just thinking those thoughts because of maybe based upon how the behavior is looking or whatever. So you're thinking those thoughts. Understand from that right there, by you even thinking that thought, okay, you're already like shitting on yourself. Even if, let's just say, even if what you're thinking is true, right? And it comes out maybe later on that what you were thinking was true. Okay, let's just say. And what does that have to do with who you are as an individual? You know, I always say, nothing or nobody gets to determine your worth or your value out here. Yet and still, we place people in position to do so. We ain't doing it no more. Okay, so what I'm saying is, you know, if you're already thinking, the Empress does not think thoughts like that about herself. She carries her energy as if, you know, you would be a fool to do something like that. You know, it would be your loss. You know, I don't even think that way about myself. And like I said, that's a place that you have to like practice and like get to. You know what I mean? Especially if we have been conditioned to think otherwise about ourselves based upon what other people do, their actions, their behaviors, whatever. But first, I'm talking about before they even know what's going on, you're choosing to go that route. You have a choice, especially if you don't know for sure what's happening, right? Something could be going down and look a little weird or whatever, but you have a choice to think highly of yourself or not. The Empress always chooses to think highly of herself. And at the end of the day, you guys, it's almost like magic, because energy is energy. And you have to understand, especially if you're connecting with the energy that's flowing within you, the divine energy, okay, it has a very powerful influence in dealing with your situations. I don't give a rat's ass if it's a person, place, or thing. Your energy matters. How you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself matters. And it definitely matters what energy that you put out based upon it. It matters. It's the seat of your creation. So this is why I started with the Empress series with the Queen of Swords first, because that mind gotta be right about you at the end of the day. Okay? This is like we're relearning this level of attachment that we have to people when it comes to like what they think about us, what they think about our energy, what they do with our energy, what they do with our love, what they do with whatever we give to them. It's not based upon what they do with it. It's based upon what you see about it and what you know about yourself, and that being good enough. It's going to, in a way, transform your entire mental on how you think about things, but specifically how you think about yourself. Okay? So let's just pull a little card. I mean, I definitely feel like the first step is like that self-reflection, like really understanding like who you really are. Okay? At the end of the day. You know, taking time, the energy, the Empress energy takes the time to, now I look crooked, sorry y'all. Takes the time to, you know, self-reflect. Like I said, really getting to know self. Knowing self, knowing when she's feeling insecure, knowing when she's feeling less or lack type of energy. The Empress energy is about abundance. That's why it's like, you know, when you see the Empress card, people talk about, oh, you know, the Empress is here. She attracts love. She attracts abundance. She's like, you know, sitting there chilling. She's in receiving mode. You know, people want to give to her. People want to be around her. You know, people want to love on her. You know, and it's because she has learned how to really like love and accept herself fully. And that's a process to get to. But a lot of you guys are on the journey, okay? At the end of the day. But I wanted to put that specific message out there, okay? Specifically about, you know, the energy of like feeling some type of way, especially when it comes to like, you know, like what's somebody else doing with your energy? It first starts with how are you processing that information about you, okay? Hopefully you'll understand what I'm saying, okay? All right, but let's get a goddess energy out here, please, in reference to this message. Shuffle. Say at the end of the day, goddess of partnership, absolutely. Number 18, which is a number 9. Yes, yes. Love and relationships, balance, giving and taking, equality, soulmate, soul family, recognition, acceptance, generosity, and honesty. Those are the positive aspects of this energy. Okay, the goddess of partnership, and I mean that's the Empress energy. She understands the energy of partnership or of relationships because she has like worked, right? Or really taken the time to understand her own relationship with herself, how she thinks about herself, how she feels about herself, regardless of whatever is happening on the outside. Whatever's happening on the outside is only giving her opportunities, right, to look at look at the relationship that she has with herself. Okay? Now, the not so positive aspects about this energy is lack of self-responsibility, expectations, illusion, cheating, love sickness, attachment, basically, that codependency type of energy. Like this is the energy, okay, that we're balancing out. But it first has to come from the relationship that we have with ourselves at the end of the day. Okay, so I mean, you know, I just wanted to let me pull one of these. Let me pull one of these before I pull a spirit message. What's the action to take at this time? What's the action to take at this time for my divine feminine collective energy? You know, at the end of the day, you guys, always carry yourself in that way. If you carry yourself in a way where, you know, at the end of the day, you're free to do whatever you want to do, person or place or thing, you know what I'm saying? Now you understand what I want, right? And what I agree to and what I don't want and whatever. Now, if you decide to go against that, right, like, that's on you. Dang. Bye. And guess what? I'm not feeling no type of ways about it neither. Because I understand who I am. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's a place that the soul gets to, right? Let me shuffle. At the end of the day, the power of my voice, absolutely. Uniquely myself. Yes. I trust that who I am is perfect for my unique journey and soul path. The power of my voice. Listen, number one, people gotta know what you want. You have to know what you want. Gotta know what you like. Gotta know what you don't like. You know, you have to speak your truth. You know, you have to, you know, that's sword energy, communication. Hey, this is what it is. You agree with it? Cool. Find out otherwise? Okay, it's still cool, but, you know, I ain't rocking with it. I already told you what was up. Ain't even gotta be no hard feelings. It just is what it is type of energy. And that's just, that's very general and basic, y'all. Okay? But basically, okay? I speak my truth and express my feelings to others with care and compassion. Okay? Listen. That's another aspect of the Empress energy. When I do speak my truth, okay, when I do say how I'm feeling or whatever, it's always with compassion, because the Empress knows that that's 9 times out of 10, that's how she's going to be heard. She's always, I'm going to say a step ahead, right? But she's always working out of wisdom. I know that when I speak to you or speak to whoever with compassion, I know I'm more likely to be heard. Because at the end of the day, if I'm talking, if I'm speaking about something, I want to be heard. That's the goal. So I know that speaking with compassion is going to get what I want. So whatever I have to do to nurture myself, to be in the space, to be able to speak with compassion, then I do that. You know what I'm saying? I love myself unconditionally. I understand the energy that I put out. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely beautiful. All right, so I just want to just come on here and just give that a little quick message, you guys, okay? Let me know if y'all want me to go a little bit deeper when it comes to that specific energy, or just maybe I need to talk more about just that Empress energy. Because it's a hell of an energy, you guys, okay? It really does attract abundance because it walks in abundance. And I'm talking about mentally first, before physically, okay? I'm sure. At the end of the day, wow, look at this. The goddess of abundance. I can't. Lakshmi, L-A-K-S-H-M-I, the goddess of abundance. Wow. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Come through, spirit. Come through today. Absolutely. And look, at the bottom of the deck, the goddess of self-knowledge. Self. Okay. All right, let's read a little bit of this, you guys. Okay. So hang on in there. Hang on in there. Rock with your feminine energy, you guys. I promise you. You can never go wrong. Okay? That's how you open up the gates to wisdom. Number 72. And that's so needed at this time, okay? With everything that's happening in this world. Pretty much. Okay. All right, let's see. Abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incapable material wealth, but are varied, but don't have a sense of purpose or a greater vision for their life, and so are left feeling lost. While others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. This energy is, some big words in here, sorry y'all, auspicious, that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Absolutely. This energy reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? This energy is a wink to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something that we can do and show the world. This energy both represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing the work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. Wow. Boom, there it is. It comes from a state of mind, the mental, right? We enter when we know that we are contributing great worth, working on yourself, right? Getting to know self and accepting self fully. Okay? Contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. That's why this journey is about self-love. And it don't really have too much to do with other people. It has a lot to do with how you are looking and handling and nurturing and loving self. And that will be reflected in dealing with other people. Ain't that right, Sleepy Gizmo? I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. As within, so without. Alright, you guys. Well, there is the message. Thank you so much. Hang on in there, right? Talk to you later.